In this section, we will present words you need to use in French to talk about the body. So you'll find them here. Of course, la tête, le nez, l'oreille. Note that here the word for eyes, it's plural, but make sure that you pronounce les yeux. So there's a z sound in between. The word for hair, les cheveux. Go through all of these. Keep in mind the word for hand is feminine, so you have la main. So probably about 20 words that you need to go through. Once you can go from the English to the French, and make sure you repeat the sounds. Le do, keeping in mind that there are a lot of letters that aren't actually pronounced in French. Make sure you play the vocabulary game to show that you can come up with the words spontaneously. And there's some verbs here that I want you to start being aware of that we're going to talk about down here. You can always practice some of those key verbs we've already seen in the basic expressions like avoir with the conjugation game. So you may have noticed with some of these verbs up here, there will be a little pronoun, a little word like ce as part of the verb. So these are called pronominal verbs in French. And a good example would be this one, se coucher, je me couche, which means I go to bed. And when you use this verb, this first part actually is part of the verb. So you cannot use the expression without it. And there are some more here, se réveiller, se coucher. And keep in mind that there's a match between the subject, je, and the pronoun me. Right? And for other types of subjects, it's going to be se. And for the second person, tu, it's going to be te. If you want a full explanation, just go right here to our grammar guide, where we will describe in detail everything you need to know about pronominal verbs. We have exercises down here, right, to go from the French to the English. So you should be able to look at that and type out what this means in English, and to be able to go from English to the French word. Once you have gone through those exercises, make sure you do the translations down here. And after you produce your own translation, go over to BonPatron.com, the grammar checker, to see if you've put the words together correctly. And after you've spent an hour and a half or 2 hours on this section, you will be able to talk about body parts and the verbs that are going to be required to do so as well.